the voice.
Is it bad?
No.
No, I like it.
It's repulsive. That's what's so good about it.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Otherworlds. So for this session, I told the wonderful party to make some monster characters to play as a one-shot type of thing. But soon as they further got into their adventure and the mystery unfolded, they learned that the events going on around them were more important than they once knew. So buckle up as we get a bit monstrous in Lavent.
Thud, thud, thud. The wagon wheels pound the ground as your vision returns. You can't remember anything about your past life, but your name, you think. How did you get here? You're chained with an incredibly heavy purple steel, and the wagon you are in is dimly lit as shadows endlessly creep from its corners. But you're not alone. Hey, the little guys are waking up, and there is a very large minotaur talking to all of you. Now, what do we got here? A hyena-faced gnoll sitting directly across from a goblin barks out. It's a goblin, Ted. They're everywhere. A wet merfolk woman replies, sitting next to a strange frog creature. I know it's a goblin. Now listen here, we're all friends here, little ones. Who are you guys?
Hi, my name's Friz.
Ah, okay. And what about you, frog creature?
I'm Sook. I'm so dry.
Aren't we all?
Water.
God, get this disgusting thing away from me, the merfolk woman says.
Please.
He's drying me out just being around him. She takes out a water bottle, like a flask type thing, and kind of wets her skin, sitting next to you.
Please.
No, this is mine. I gotta look out for myself here. I'm sorry, but this is mine. Oh, jeez, the new guys are weird. And everyone's staring at the weird lizard creature sitting in the wagon that hasn't said anything yet.
First of all, who you calling tiny? Who's you calling a little guy? It's Scree. That's my name.
Your name is Screamy.
Scree.
Oh, well, it's great to meet you. I'm Barry, and the fishy here is Mara, and the other is Ted. Bzzz. A loud buzz in your head rings, then silence. Attention detainees. Less chit-chat before we sew your mouth shut. We're almost there. I heard this is the worst part. The gnoll snarls. Oh, really? Who would have guessed? Replies the merfolk. We'll be alright, guys. I've seen worse in the labyrinth, the minotaur reassuringly says.
What's gonna happen to us?
Oh, well, this is when we get out, or so I've heard. I don't remember anything. The wagon's starting to slow down, and you hear it start to come to a stop.
Friz is visibly shaking.
Let's go around here. We have
Friz,
the goblin, sitting in the wagon. We have Sook. We have Sock the frog.
Sook, come on.
We have Sook the Grung. Is that what your race is?
Yeah, the Grung.
Sook the Grung, along with Scree the Kobold in there as well, with the merfolk, the minotaur, and the gnoll. Your head buzzes again, and you're hearing this voice coming from, like, inside your head. It's not actually coming from outside anywhere. Attention detainee, we're here. Step out. And then the wagon door slides open.
So I just screech and like squint really hard and like turn away.
Okay, do it. I want to hear the screech.
Ah, yeah. I've heard a lot of annoying voices, but this one's the worst.
Alright, so the wagon door slides open and it's letting a blinding light through as your eyes readjust. As you walk out, you see that you're in a clearing in the middle of the forest. And all of you guys exit, like, more or less at the same time. And then 3 guards exit out of the same wagon from behind you. You didn't see them in there, but the wagon looks like it is insanely small compared to what it looked like on the inside. A giant scaly man walks chained behind them. 1 guard walks in front of them. A half-orc man with a large long sword and long gray hair. He walks up to a mid-30s man who's on the other side of the clearing. He's a human. You see a bow strapped to his back, and he's got a very cocky-looking smile on his face. These them? Oh yeah, they'll all do nicely. I really like the Minotaur. Very rare. I've always wanted the chance. The half-orc responds with, enough, Flint, where's the material? Oh, and what about this little freak? And Flint says, squinting down, looking at Sook.
Sook.
Soak?
Sook.
Is it Soak or Sock?
Like soot, but it's sook.
Sook?
Yeah.
You're gonna be Sock in and out of this whole fucking thing.
No.
Ooh, and what about this little freak? Flint continues, and looking at the grung in front of him, Sook. That's classified. The half-orc responds. Now the material. Yeah, it's in the box. And the officer walks towards the box as Flint turns around and follows him. So they're walking over to the box. You guys are all chained up in a line.
Can I like look around and see if there's anybody carrying like a canteen or any way that I can get some water?
You see the merfolk woman who's like next to you. You see her flask hanging out a little bit.
I'm gonna turn to her and say, please, I haven't had water in days. I need water.
Okay, but you're pretty pathetic looking. And then she unscrews her flask and just kind of pours a little bit on your head.
I like swell up a little.
You calm immediately.
yeah.
Everywhere.
In ecstasy.
Yeah.
No, I want to say it's like super refreshing, even just a little bit. And oh, thank you. Thank you.
God, does he have this deep, like, masculine voice that's just been hidden?
Yeah.
Are the two, like the guard and the guy who's trying to like pawn us off, are their backs to us?
Yeah, so those two turned around and went over to look at this box that they're sitting over there, and they're kind of talking over it right now. You hear Flint being like, yeah, it's the real deal, too. It was a nasty one. And then there's two guards at the door who are just kind of, like, standing there watching everything.
So, I'm going to... Can I do a perception check on the ground to see if there's anything that I would think I could use to pick a lock with?
I mean, you can.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
There's probably nothing, but I'm going to look.
I don't know what would be in a fucking forest.
A stick?
Chad, have you picked a lock with a stick?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited.
Plus perception?
Yes.
4, so 18.
18? Okay, so you're looking around. You see that the grass is relatively nice. It's kind of covering up some of the sandy bits there. You do see, like, a weird mushroom on the ground, but that's about it. You're not really seeing, like, a spare lockpick or anything like that. But yeah, so the officer opens up the box, and he pulls out this large purple mass. It looks like a ball of pure shadow, and it's constantly losing its shape, then reforming into this ball. And as the officer's doing all this, you hear the Knoll. He's whispering to the group, and he's saying, it's just one guy. We could take him when the guards leave.
I don't think he could stop all of us.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think you may be right.
I hate his voice.
Why?
He's terrifying. This man has killed.
Well, yeah.
I like the frog guy.
I like you too.
Okay. Maybe we should just try talking to him, replies Barry. And then the Knoll looks at all of you guys and says, wait for my call. And the officer smiles. He puts the material back inside the box. This'll do, Flint. You're a quality hunter. You should consider applying. It'll be good. Ha ha! I'm good. Now, what about the big guy over here? He says, gesturing to the scaly man in chains. And then the officer replies with, he's not for sale. He's just a bear. And then Flint replies with, shame. Next time. Well, this concludes our meeting. You know nothing. Yeah, I know. A pleasure as always, Thompson. And then the officer and the guards turn around and walk back inside the wagon, which suddenly disappears into nothing, as you hear a distant, like, hoarse neigh. Well, who do we have here? God, you're all so gross. Who just, like, viciously exhaled there? Was that, like, a power move?
That was Victor.
Your character just, like, looked at him and opened up his nostrils and flared up?
Yes.
Oh, God. I don't like Friz.
He just opens his mouth and just like slobbers like a little cutie.
Friz has some cursed energy going on.
He does.
So he's asking who we all are?
Yeah, he's saying, so what do we have here? And he's looking to everyone.
Friz is gonna just keep his eyes out for the signal.
All right, a bunch of silent guys here.
Well, okay.
Oh, a speaker. Okay.
Well, yeah, you see? Yeah.
Ain't that right, you little freak?
Yeah. Well, the only person who calls me a freak is your mom in bed.
Excuse me?
You can call me Scree, though. That's what everybody else does.
All right, I'm gonna kill this guy first.
No killing, please.
Is he a pacifist too?
That voice is, oh my god.
Is it bad?
No.
No, I like it.
It's repulsive, and that's what's so good about it.
It definitely doesn't fit like the shape of
doesn't
the
fit the
character, but I like it.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I think it fits the character perfectly.
I do too. It's just
A
disgusting.
Grung is just a tiny frogman.
I'm picturing him
Yeah,
because
I like it.
just,
I
he's
still
just,
like it.
wet and like heavy, and like that's just how I picture him. I don't know, man.
It's repulsive, but it's perfect.
It's repulsive.
It's wonderful.
You didn't have to use such strong
I'm all
language
fucking
with it.
self-conscious about it. Jeez.
No, it's
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 good.
literally perfect. Like it's just so gross.
All right. So I said no, please.
Okay, class. Here's what we're doing today. We're gonna play a little fun team building game here. See, you run away and try to escape, and I will hunt you down until you're all gone. Now, I won't kill you. No, you're not that lucky. Not unless I decide I want to, and don't try anything because I am easily convinced. Now, are you guys ready? And he's looking at all of you with like these crazed look in his eyes.
Why are you doing this to us?
Why am I... Why, SpongeBob? Why?
I know. Like, I was having such a hard time saying it because that's all I could think of.
I think it's great.
Oh,
It's perfect. I can't stop.
we have to get through this. We have to. Oh.
Chandler, you gotta stop talking.
I'm gonna
I'm
have
done.
to keep
I'm done
talking.
forever.
Like, we're gonna have to just get through it.
He's the one who talks the most for us.
I know. SpongeBob, why?
Why didn't you just write your essay?
Oh my god. I have a tear in my eye.
Same. I'm crying over here.
You asked him why? Is that
Yeah.
right?
I asked, why are you doing this to us?
Okay, let's just take it from here. So you say that again.
Why are you doing this to us?
Why am I doing this? What are you talking about? You guys are the criminals. I'm just the one who's putting you out of your misery.
If I'm a criminal, then why can't I remember doing anything so bad? Except to your mom.
Christ, I don't like this. I don't like any of these characters.
That's mean.
I'm sorry, but stop doing that. He's just a slobbery little goblin.
Yeah, he's got something stuck in his throat.
You can't remember doing anything because they wipe you before they bring you. That's why. Now, are you guys ready here? Because I want to get this show on the road. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Well, I mean, if you gotta take these things off my wrist, I assume that you could just go ahead and do it real quick. Yeah.
All right, sounds good, sounds good. So Flint, the hunter, he's standing like 30 feet away from you guys. He flips a switch on this purple stone that he had in his back pocket. And then suddenly the chains on all of your guys' arms just start to vanish. They just crackle and turn into like dust right there. And then they fall off your guys' arms. And then the gnoll shrieks, "Now!" as he pounces towards the hunter. And the hunter steps back, he pulls his bow and releases. An arrow flies forward, trailing with it like a silver energy, and pierces right through the gnoll's head. Thud, his body drops. "No, Ted!" Mara screams as she runs towards Flint. The hunter pulls back another arrow and puts it through the merfolk's heart. Then Flint stands up and goes, "Okay, whew, yeah, alright, that's the stuff right there. Shoot, the monarch's gonna be mad about those two. Anyway, run." And he looks up at you guys.
So I'm just gonna shrug and run.
Friz is long gone. He didn't even sit around for that shit. He ran.
And I'll just like hop along behind them.
Okay, so then the Minotaur says, "Oh, okay, buds, we follow your Uncle Barry here," and he runs into the forest, kind of leading you guys into there. And it's like a pretty dense forest, and as you're looking around, you see all kinds of very obvious traps. Like you see bear traps on the ground, some things like little tripwires that you're narrowly avoiding until you find a fork in the road with a large main path, a medium right path, and a small rightist path. And then Barry goes, oh geez, this is just like the labyrinth.
What labyrinth? What are you talking about? You just talking nonsense.
That's where I'm from. That's my home. It's the
Does
labyrinth.
it have a better name than the labyrinth?
Haven't you met David?
Who's David?
He's from the labyrinth.
His last name Bo E? I'm having trouble to remember anything except your mom. So
I fucking hate this guy.
Which path?
Left is right, right is wrong, right? Or is it right?
There is no path to the left.
Well, that makes it difficult, doesn't it?
Oh, come on. You guys gotta help your Uncle Barry here. He's not good with these strong decisions.
I say we take the small path.
But Barry's big. Can we fit?
Oh, Barry can fit. Barry will make the path big.
That's kind of a bad thing, honestly.
Okay, Barry will do his best to not make the path big. Barry's just here to protect the little ones.
We thank you.
I want to start climbing up him.
Ready or not! Ha! 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 You hear Flint yell from behind as he starts to actually come after you guys.
Okay, fine. The small path. Let's take the small path. Let's just go. This guy is insane. Like, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna start running the smallest path.
Yeah, I think we all just like cut right.
Oh, okay, everyone, to the small path. Everyone roll a d20 real quick. Okay, so Scree just walks through and just, like, acrobatically, he's somersaulting all over the place. He rolled a natural 20, by the way. And he's just completely flying by these traps. They don't mean anything. The small path, it's hard to get through, but he's just able to, like, step on the perfect things. Where Barry is following right behind him and then trips a trap right away. And suddenly he steps and one of his big hooves get caught on a vine, which snaps. Everyone stops and looks up, and then there's a big tree log, and it was being held up by the vine. And so now the trap fell down and it lands on Sook, Barry, and Friz.
So I'm just gonna glance back and keep going.
You're not even gonna stop?
I'm selfish by nature.
The dust settles and you look up and you see Barry, and he's holding on to the big tree log so that way it can't crush you guys. And he looks down at you and he says, "Go, little ones." And you see like his arm kind of looks a little bit messed up from having to stop that thing from falling on you guys.
Ah! I'm gonna try and scoot out. I'm definitely gonna try and like just start pulling myself out.
Well, that sucks.
I start running immediately.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like just keep hopping along behind him.
Bye, miss you.
Ugh. He throws the log down and then turns around and keeps following you guys.
Oh, what a man.
Oh shit, my bad.
So as you're running, you come across a river where it looks like you actually see a small makeshift bridge. So you're able to go across the river no problem. But if you look further down, you see the other two paths look like they didn't have a bridge or anything like that. So you would have had to trek the water. But there is flowing water underneath as well.
So I'm gonna look around, and then have they caught up to me yet?
You're like a little bit ahead.
So I'm gonna look back and just kind of yell a little bit loud, but not like super loud because there's people following us. Like,
It's definitely a trap. Like, guys, come on, it's a trap. Right? Yeah, it's a bridge. It's the only one with a bridge. It's a trap.
Would I be able to like
Bridge noises.
bridge noise? Would I be able to like swim across the water?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could jump in the water to swim, yeah. But there is a bridge, so you don't really need to.
Right, but the bridge feels suspicious.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so roll a d20 just to make sure. So, because the current on this river is actually kicking pretty hard, and it looks like could take you further downstream.
Ooh, look at that.
But you just swam across it like it's
Yeah.
fucking nothing, and just made me look like a big doofus for saying that.
That was a 19.
I'm just gonna walk across the bridge.
All right, so you walk across the bridge. It like makes bridge noises and kind of creaks, but it's a relatively safe bridge.
so I'm just gonna look at him like with this bizarre, like insane look on my face, and just like run across the bridge.
The bridge collapses under you.
Oh.
No, you make it across the bridge completely fine. And then Barry's behind you guys, and you can see he's limping a bit. And he's coming up and he's just going, oh, a bridge. And you guys just went across this?
Yeah,
You didn't
just
you
a
didn't,
bridge.
Like,
Well, I swam, but that's just me. That's just how I do.
Barry, can you even swim?
there's no water in the labyrinth here, guys. It's only me and David and some random adventurers who come in occasionally. Okay, I'm just gonna take the bridge. I'm gonna walk. I'm trusting you guys on this one. If anything bad happens and I end up dying really tragically, it's your fault.
Oh, he's dead. He is so dead.
You probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't trust us. I can't remember very well, but I don't think I'm a trustworthy fella.
I don't think any of us are trustworthy. That's why we're here. But all right, little ones, my friends, we have to continue. He's right behind us. He's gaining on us. I can hear him. And then like a squirrel runs out of the woods. All right, so you guys have all crossed the bridge and you're going to continue on the path?
Yeah, is he gonna follow us or?
Yeah, he walked across the bridge.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he was going to trust you.
His name's Barry, right?
Yeah, his name is Barry.
Just so I have it right when I say. I'm gonna look up to Barry and be like, "Can you break the bridge? Can you cut the ropes on it?"
Break the bridge. You know what? I could if I didn't have to save you guys from a falling tree trunk and dislocate my shoulder.
Well, that's kind of your own fault. But okay. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going down the path.
All right, so as you guys are just chit-chatting, running forward, you come across like a fallen tree in the middle of the path, and you see it has some like sturdy-looking branches protruding off of it.
Barry, can you break me a branch? I really want a stick.
Oh yeah, absolutely, my little friend. And he breaks off a nice-sized branch for you and then hands it to you. Then he says,
Very good.
Don't shoot your eye out."
Is that a reference from something in another dimension?
I don't know, David used to say it.
I miss David.
Does anyone else want a stick? There's only one more stick. Does anyone else want this stick?
Yes, please.
And here you go, my little baritone friend. And he hands you the stick.
Thank you. Thank you, kind sir.
All right, now we gotta keep moving, guys. All right, so as you guys are keep running away, you like are starting to hear the branches break in the path that you just left. And it sounds like there is someone kind of gaining on you. You end up reaching the end of the path where all three paths converge into one, and you see you're on a cliff on the side of a huge canyon where everything's looking into it. And you look to the bottom of the canyon, and there's like some skeletons and remains on the bottom of it.
So we just like we got to the end of basically where all the paths come together, and then straight ahead is just a cliff. There's no like other paths around.
To the left, you see a mountain, actually, with like a large bush.
Gosh, the last time I saw a hole this big, it was at your mom's.
I
Jesus.
genuinely hate this guy.
How big is the bush?
It's very large. I would say probably like 7 feet.
I'm gonna run behind it and hide.
Yeah, I think I want to follow him.
So you like walk behind the bush, and as you move it out of your way, you see there's a cave behind the bush. And it's a smaller cave. It looks like it's about 5 feet tall. And it just keeps going further and further back. Oh, good find, kids. This is great, Barry says behind you.
Thanks. And I'm just bolting.
All right, kids, in you go. In you go. And he's kind of like grabbing you guys with his big arms and just kind of pushing you forward a little bit into the cave.
I'm gonna just try to go as far back as I can in the cave.
I kind of want to stay to where like I can see people moving by if they catch up, but you know, where I would still be hidden.
That sounds good. So you're like you're fully in, but not very deep in.
Right, yeah. So like if they were passing by, they can't see me, but I can see them.
All right, Uncle Barry will make sure you guys make it.
Hey, Barry, can you fit in there? I mean, you're large. You're pretty big.
Now listen, I've been in a labyrinth my whole life with no one to talk to but some angry guys in armor who were just there to hurt me.
What about David?
David was an angry guy in armor who was just there to hurt me.
Oh.
And he did hurt me.
Emotionally.
On a deep level.
Yeah.
Now let this old cow have this. You guys go in that cave.
I'm sorry.
Do you want my stick?
I wanted David's stick, but he wouldn't give it to me.
so
Now go.
So I'm just gonna turn around and start walking.
Sounds like somebody who's named David, honestly. They're always the worst, probably.
Yeah, David suck. I would just follow along with him.
Wait, we're still in the cave though, right? He's not telling us to like leave.
I mean, he can't fit in the cave, is what it's coming down to. He's pretty big.
Oh.
Cave's pretty small.
Yeah. I mean, then yeah, I just want to like stay where I'm at in the cave where I can see.
Yeah? Okay. So he pushes the bush back in front of it, and then you guys are in like almost pure darkness when that bush is re-pushed in front of it. Some light's falling through, but it is very dark.
Oh, thank God. I'm so glad that sunlight is gone. It was the worst.
The cold, wet cave echoes around you as you hear rustling coming from outside. So the other two are fairly deep in now. And then you guys hear a final roar from the old bull, and then silence. You guys are alone now inside the cave.
Can I sort of like peek out and see if I can see them?
See them outside the cave?
Yeah.
I mean, you can try. You're gonna have to roll a d20 and add your dex to try to sneak.
Okay. Oh, you are fucking kidding me. That's a critical failure.
So as you're stepping out to go step out of the cave and just kind of peek out, you step on a loud, crunchy, a nice satisfying leaf. Just like you'd find it in the autumn time as you're walking home from school on your last day of 8th grade.
Well, it's not so satisfying now, is it?
No, now it's terrifying. You crunch and kind of like fall on yourself and push the bush forward a bit. And you look over to see Flint staring over Barry's body. That silver energy you can see radiating from Barry's chest. And he's just sitting there and he pulls Zero back up and then he looks up and makes eye contact with you.
Okay, can I use my hunter's sense on him before I like run?
Sure. Okay, what is it?
So I can peer at a creature and magically discern how to best hurt it. It's as an action, I can choose one creature within 60 feet and immediately learn whether the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are.
So you look at him. He's a human, mid-30s. I mean, he's got chainmail armor on, which you can tell. A little bit lighter chainmail, because he is kind of a skinnier guy. He has no resistances or immunities.
Okay, so like no weaknesses?
I mean, he's just a guy in chainmail.
Right. I can't tell anything about the energy.
No, you can tell that's radiating from the bow itself instead of more him.
Okay, gotcha. So then once I kind of pick that up, I just want to turn to the others and say, guys, we gotta go.
We're already going. You're the one who had to turn around and push the bush.
Yeah, but we gotta go. Like right now, we gotta go.
We're going.
You guys, okay. You're doing the old cave thing. All right. Well, Flint's coming in there.
Is there more cave to run into? Like, is it like a...
Yeah, no, it continues back.
Oh, okay.
Like, the other two are pretty far down there at this point. Like, you turned around and went back out.
Okay, then, like, right away, I'm just gonna do my, like, my standing leap, jump 25 feet ahead, and then just keep hopping along and try and catch up to them.
Heck yeah, you're just frog hopping forward.
Yeah.
Behind you, you hear Flint trying to struggle to get inside the cave, because it is a little bit too small for him, too, but he's moving the bush out of the way. You can hear him going like, fuck, that kind of thing, trying to get in there.
So while we're running, I'm just going to turn my head kind of over my shoulder and just yell,
Hey, Flint, this should seem pretty familiar to you.
Okay.
It's a big hole, just like your mom's.
Okay. The wet cave... Oh, God. The wet cave splits into two paths. A larger path to the right, leading further inside, and a smaller path to the left.
Remember the thing? Left is right, right is wrong, always. Let's go.
You see a warm, faint glow whispering out of the smaller path.
Yeah, let's go towards the light.
Okay.
All right, so the warm light begins to fully embrace you as the cave around you brightens. You already kind of have the low light vision since all of your races have that. So it's not exactly like a blinding light, but it is warmer and you can see it because of that vision. Stop! Don't move! A deep, slow voice says. You see a large old ogre call out from behind a boulder. Is he coming? Get inside, quick! You see an ogre with a makeshift warhammer made out of like a tree branch and a rock, and he's gesturing behind him.
I would just like to oh, Jesus, let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just follow along and just go where they're going.
By the way, that's what she said.
Okay, so he rushes you behind him, and then he turns around and says, "Welcome to Mobston." And as you walk further into the cave, you see a camp set up for what looks like a dozen of various monsters. You see a variety of races, including ogres, were-rats, and orcs, all like moving in and out in this low-light environment, living in this cave. So suddenly a large centaur man shimmies up to greet you. He says, hello, new citizens! Welcome to Mobston. He takes off his leaf-woven hat, and he's gesturing behind him. He kind of does a little bow and says, I'm Tyrell Budspeaker, mayor of this town. At your service.
Hello, Mr. Budspeaker. Where are we?
Well, this is Mobston. It's the town of survivors. We were all brought here by the same guards, memory wiped, and hunted by that lunatic with his magic bow. But we're the lucky ones who made it this far.
So, who voted you into office?
Excuse me?
You said you were the mayor. Who voted you into office?
Listen, it's just a respectful title. I just kind of do it. Are you challenging me to this?
No, it's just a question.
Are you a talking horsey?
I'm a centaur. I'm half horse, half man. I have no idea if my parents are actually a human and a horse because of the whole amnesia thing, but I don't think they are.
Oh.
Well, we can only hope not.
We're all the same.
Have you been able to learn anything about why we're all here?
Nothing. Nada. Pfft. Memory wiped. We think the guards did that, but we're not sure. It does start to fade a little bit when you remember bits and pieces from your past life of who you really are, and it's best to ignore those.
Why would you ignore part of your past?
Well, we all did something to get here.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, the only thing that I did to get here was to go behind a bush and run down a big old cave. So you got any food?
No, that's not what I mean. We do have some food. We actually, we have our mushroom farm over there where we all take turns harvesting them. Actually, right now, it's my turn to go do that.
But do you have any... I don't know. I'm craving some spiders.
No, we don't have any spiders. No, nothing really lives too much in this cave besides us and the mushrooms.
Ew, mushrooms. Have any venison?
Venison? I'm half horse. I'm not half deer if you're trying to make a joke.
That's close enough.
Okay, well, we're very different. It's frankly insulting you would say that.
How have you been able to sustain yourselves down here?
Well, working together. That's how. We all have the same goal. We just want to stay away from that lunatic out there.
But like in terms of actual sustenance, do you eat?
Yeah, we have our mushroom farm that we all eat from. We have a hag that moved into our village here who blesses the mushrooms to make sure that they are filling.
I see. And water? Do you have water?
We do, as any good mayor would do. How about a tour of the town?
Yes, please.
All right, so he gestures behind him, and you see it's just kind of an open cave area. We have our bedrolls over there in the back right, with a campsite connected to it. There's a spring over to the mid-left, and then there's Pebble Tommy over in the far left. He's a bit slow, but we think he might be Boulder's son, you know, the outpost guard. But I would watch out for his pet, though.
What's his pet?
Oh, his pet. He thinks it's some kind of dog. I'm not positive on it. You'd have to go take a look for yourself. I mean, the whole amnesia thing makes all this hard. I have my rounds at the mushroom farm today, so I'll catch up with you guys later after you've settled in. Until then. And then the centaur turns around and walks towards the dark, wet middle of the cave where they grow their food.
Wait, where's the water?
The water, that's going to be far, or mid-left. Mid-left.
Thank you.
We don't have any street signs.
Because that would be too convenient, of course.
Well, we're in a cave, and we're being hunted by a psychopathic criminal, but, I mean, we've made a home for ourselves here.
I'm just saying you could try, but that's fine.
So I'm just gonna kick a pebble and just be like,
Geez, what a dump. Makes me miss the carriage.
Yeah, this place is a little depressing.
I just want to like hop over and like sit in some water.
All right, so you run over to the spring, and it's a clear, deep pool of water. You can tell it's freezing, but it looks like it tastes amazing because it's naturally purified from the minerals below.
All right, yeah, and I'll just like kind of hop over and then just like slide into it.
Geez, Sock. You know, people gotta drink that. You can't just, like,
Listen, Sook needs a soak.
I want to jump in also.
You're both disgusting.
All right, so you're looking around. You guys are at the spring, and you just see there's stuff going on kind of everywhere. There's the camp bedroll area. There's a like smaller ogre in the corner playing fetch with something, and then you see like there's a faint glow in the darkness, and you're assuming that's where the mushrooms are.
So I'm gonna meander over to the small ogre.
All right, so yeah, you walk up to the ogre, and you see a giant yet juvenile ogre playing fetch with a large like owl bear creature. And he says, "Get it, Feathers! Get the rock!" As the large, slow owl bear walks over and paws at the rock half-heartedly.
Hey.
Oh, hello!
Hi. I'm Scree. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Pebbles, and this is my dog, Feathers. We're adventurers. Hee hee hee.
What do you adventure? You live in a cave like the size of my bathroom.
We adventured the cave. We fight bad guys. We try to ride Mr. Tyrrell, the horseman, and we play fetch.
Well, that's interesting. So, how long have you been here?
Oh, hey, did you meet my dad?
Did he hold the big rock?
Oh, he does. He holds a big rock.
Yeah, he does a great job. You'll do fine. Family business, holding rocks.
Oh, I don't know if he's my dad. I think he's my dad.
Makes sense.
Do you want to play fetch?
Not really. Why are you playing fetch with a rock? You should use a stick.
Okay, go fetch! And he throws a rock over to, like, the spring area.
Gosh, it's like talking to a rock. Oh, is that why his name Babbles?
I'm just talking to myself at that point.
The owl bear kind of sits down and starts licking at a rock. This big, like, owl-like tongue.
So I'm just gonna turn around and walk back to the spring.
Okay, goodbye! You're supposed to bring the rock back,
I know. Here. I'm just gonna throw the stick at him. It's like, use this instead of rocks. You're just weird.
Okay, so you throw the stick in his general direction, and he's able to bend over and pick it up, and he goes, "Okay, thanks!" And then he starts poking at the rock with the stick.
So I'm just gonna walk back over to the springs and say to the guys in the water, it's like, don't talk to him. It doesn't really get anywhere.
So what is his pet?
He doesn't know, and hard to say. It's like an owl and you kind of just gotta see it for yourself. They're playing fetch with rocks, which is kind of weird, so I gave him my stick.
At this point, I'll just go ahead and get out of the water and everything.
All right, so you guys had a nice dip in their only drinking supply. You've now poisoned them and infected them with dysentery.
But I'm nice and clean.
So there's the area with the bedrolls and then the mushroom farm. Those are the only other two places in the town.
Yeah, I want to check out the mushrooms.
Yeah, same. I'll follow him.
All right, so you continue through the dark path until you see a field of glowing mushrooms. They're emitting like a low teal kind of glow. And the centaur, Tyrrell, is picking them off the wall, where other smaller creatures can't reach. And you also see a male merfolk picking the mushrooms off the bottom half of the wall. And then the fishman turns around, looks at you, he waves, and he goes back to his task.
Everyone's so nice here. It's sickening.
I'm gonna go walk up to the merfolk. And he's picking some of the mushrooms right now, right?
Yep.
I'll walk up to him and be like, "Hi, my name is Friz."
Hello there. I'm Ark. How are you guys settling in?
Bad. Where are these mushrooms?
Oh, bad. What do you mean? Well, these are our food. They're a special kind of mushroom that the local hag Bertha brewed up for us.
Why are they glowing?
They're glowing because they're nutritious and great. Did you happen to see anyone else when you got here? I remember I had someone with me when I was taken.
I saw an ogre at the door.
An ogre? I don't think it was him. No, it's just you start to get the flashbacks coming back to you, and you start to remember things. And now, Ark. And you see the centaur's kind of patting his back. And he goes, "Now we don't talk about those."
Can I like roll maybe insight to see like if something seems off about the centaur, especially when he talks about like not thinking too much about your memories?
Yeah. So roll a d20.
Wow, another critical failure. I don't know where my own ass is.
You think the centaur is very pretty.
I'm gonna go over to the merfolk Ark and just Can I have one of the mushrooms?
A mushroom. Oh yes, absolutely. What was your first chore that you've done for the village?
I took a bath.
You took a bath. Where did you take a bath?
So anyway, who's this hag? Right? There's a hag.
The heck? Oh yes, that's Bertha. She's a truly terrifying creature. Bless her ugly heart.
Sounds like my kind of gal. Can I meet her?
We're not even sure if she's a woman, but she's the nicest, sweetest lady you will ever meet. If you can look past the hag.
If you can get past sort of her whole deal, she's great.
Yeah. Did you guys not see anyone?
Where? What are you talking about?
I had someone with me when I was taken.
Where were you taken?
It's hard to remember from before.
Gosh, you need to lay off the magic mushrooms.
Oh, geez.
Well, there are lots of people here. Do none of them look familiar?
I don't know. I think it was another merfolk.
Oh,
Nope, haven't seen any.
Oh, okay. I had a feeling, but I guess not.
uh-oh.
So, have you guys you guys settled in yet? The Tyrrell, the centaur, says, "This is the mushroom farm. Without this, we would starve."
So you're telling me these sustain that, and I just gesture over to where the giant boulder is?
That's right. Each one of these mushrooms is completely filling and nutritious. We only had to sacrifice 2 people for this.
Wait, just back up 1 second there.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh.
Listen, we're all monsters here.
Yes, that's true.
No, that one, can I roll insight? I don't. Is he joking? I don't know.
Yeah, roll a d20.
I don't know shit.
What was your roll? A 7?
Oh, 7. Yeah.
Do you think the centaur is really pretty?
I think we can all agree that this centaur is beautiful, right?
Pretty horsey.
Can you be Chris Traeger with that voice, please?
Oh, shit. This man is half horse, and he's beautiful.
So can I do a roll to see if he is beautiful?
Absolutely.
God damn it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god, you're almost
Natural
blinded.
20.
You're just overcome by, like, horniness right now, looking at this, like, horseman.
Very horny for this very pretty horse.
You are just the horn doggist for this horse manus.
Listen, sir, I'm gonna ask you something that you have never been asked before. Can I ride you?
Oh. Can you ride me?
That's what I said, obviously.
How would you ride me?
While they're talking, can I like try to sneak over and pluck a mushroom?
And pluck a mushroom? Yeah, absolutely. Roll a d20 and add your stealth.
I rolled 11. Yeah, 6 plus my 5. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to pluck one real quick and like tuck it away because both of the only 2 people in there are distracted for the sexual tension that's going on between the lizard creature and horseman.
All right. Once I have it, like I guess I'm gonna guess I would think I have like kind of like a rugged, kind of like a tunic, just like a torn up one on.
Yeah, you're all kind of wearing.
Toss it in
rags.
there. Yeah, just toss it in there and then go back.
So did you guys pick out your bedroll areas? The centaur says.
Not yet. We can do. Should we do that now?
Yes, you absolutely should. Just to make sure everyone gets their bed.
How many people are in here?
There's about 22 of us.
So hey, beautiful. When do we break out of here? Huh? They can't stop all of us if we just move that big old boulder. Send out.
Oh no! Oh no! You're just like the last kobold to walk into my life.
Trust me, big boy. I'm nothing like him.
You're always reckless. The last time we tried, we lost everyone.
Everyone?
But you kind of have lost everyone. You're still alive.
Only me and Boulder survived.
So I'm just gonna pet him on the side. Did you lose yourself?
I don't know if I ever found myself.
Who came up with the name?
I did.
It's very good.
You're very good.
I didn't even have to use charm person. Like,
No, he was fully into you from the moment you wandered into his life.
Yeah, I'll just say to him, well, thank you for all your help. We'll be finding our beds.
All right, so as you walk up, you see a random assortment of makeshift bedrolls all laid out around a fire of these giant burning logs. And then you're looking at the smoke from that fire, and you're seeing that it's escaping through like these small, tiny holes in the ceiling.
The ceiling of the cave?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you hear, "You like that?" And then you see a female were-rat looking directly at Sook. "That's my handiwork right there. Drill straight through him with an old spoon and some determination. I'm Tally. Great to meet you."
Where did you get a spoon?
Where did you get it? I made the spoon.
That's respectable.
Tally, it is lovely to meet you. How long did that take you?
Oh, just a couple months. But now we got fire.
That is very impressive. Have you ever tried to drill bigger?
Are you hitting on me, hot stuff?
Well, I mean, I wasn't, but if you're interested,
Well, I'm not.
okay. Anyway,
You too wet.
that's reasonable.
He's also slimy.
Probably.
I think that's
Alright.
racist.
Well, we all know the drill. Where are you? Who am I? How did you get here? Why is this smoking hot were-rat talking to you? We don't know, kid. No one does. We're just here to stay away from him.
Him as in
God?
the hunter?
Yeah, Flint.
Do you know why he's doing this to us?
He's some sick freak, some big game hunter. He likes it for the thrill.
And you, like everyone else, you have no memory of how or why you're here?
Nothing. Not a clue. Occasionally you'll see certain things, and that's about it.
I seem to understand that Tyrell doesn't want you to think about those little bits.
No. They're bad things. Like, I think I might have killed a kid.
Ah,
Well-
respectable.
Not great
a woman.
either, but yeah.
I see his face at night. He screams to me.
God?
But Tyrell desperately wants you to not think about it.
Yeah, I don't want to think about a kid dying in my hands because I bit his tooth out.
Are you a dentist?
No, I'm a rat.
Oh. I couldn't tell. Sorry.
Anyway, let me know what you need. We're all like a big family here.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the bedrolls.
Do you have any extra bedrolls?
Oh, bedrolls. Yeah, we don't really call dibs on them too much anymore. Tyrell does, but he's weird about that. You just pick whichever one you looks good.
Okay, and they have plenty of them. They have like more than 22 or whatever.
Different sizes all over the place. Yeah, like you can see, you think someone's job is just to make bedrolls.
Okay,
Do
gotcha.
you make these from mushrooms too?
Those? No. We go out for the leaves for those, and as she's talking, you hear a loud bang! And then a thud, thud, thud. And you see the elderly ogre stumble out of the entryway. He's here. He found us.
All right, adventurers, thank you so much for listening. Tune in next time for the conclusion of the monstrous one-shot and the reunion with a few familiar faces. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit like, follow, subscribe, all that generic attention-y garbage, and share it with a friend, because I put a lot of work into this and I need to feel like I mean something in this horrible world. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.